Hey, you guys, Life Coach Bridget here to share some Me3 love with you because that's what I do. Look, I'm going to say something that will probably piss a whole lot of people off, but you know what? It is what it is, all right? And I'm going to start here. As far as our youth are concerned, or this generation, as far as this generation is concerned, a lot of parents, a lot of people do a lot of complaining about the young people of today, the younger generation, this generation. Okay, they do a lot of complaining about, how disrespectful they are, how they're just wild and out of control and all that other spit that they say. When truth be told, that is the truth. But to add to that, when I hear people say that, all that tells me is my generation, our generation, we failed this generation. We did. Okay. And how did that come about? I'll tell you how. A lot of us were raised with parents that were strict. A lot of us were raised with parents that believed in structure. A lot of us was raised with parents that just didn't play that shit. All right. And we didn't like it. Okay, so the first thing we said was, when I have my kids, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to let my child do this, and I'm going to let my child say this. And I ain't going to never whip my kid. I ain't going to And you fucked up. I mean, let's just, call it as it is. You fucked up. We fucked up. We did. Okay. All this trying to be different, do things differently, and not taking a look at ourselves and saying, damn, you know what? We went through all of that. Our parents were strict. Our parents had structure or believed in structure and all that other cool shit. And look how we turned out. All right. So why would we do anything differently? Okay. Well, we did. And this is the result of us doing things differently from our parents. I hear so many parents say things like, you know what, I never did that to my parents, or I never talked that way to my parents. You damn right you didn't, because your parent would bust you in your damn mouth. Okay, I know mines would to this day. I'm 53 years old and still won't talk back to her. Okay. It just is what it is. All right. And yeah, you guys are now saying, kids should be allowed to voice their views. They should be able to express themselves and this, that, and the other. And that's true. I give you that. Okay. They should be able to voice their views, express themselves, and all that other cool stuff. But you know what? There's a time and a place for everything. And there's a way in doing things. Okay. Watch your tone when you're talking to me. Okay. Pull back that attitude. Okay. When you're talking to me. All right. Everybody want to be grown until it's time to be grown, until them responsibilities kick in and things like that. So I find it kind of comical when I hear my generation talking about today's generation. And I'm like, well, damn, those are kids. Okay. I know me. My oldest baby is 35 years old. Okay. So, yeah. So when you start talking about the kids of today being disrespectful, being rude, and all this other stuff, take a look at yourself, okay, and say, damn, I fucked up. All right, let's see how I can clean this up. Let's see how I could fix this. All right, and I'm not gonna lie, some of it is to the point of no return. All right, some of those kids don't know how to express themselves because of the way we were brought up. We were brought up, go sit your ass down somewhere, and be quiet. Girl, go shut the hell up and whatever. Okay? We were brought up that way. So we never had a chance to express ourselves, or we didn't know how to express ourselves. And then when we're put in a position to where we want to express ourselves, or they too, those kids, when they're trying to figure out how to express themselves, and the best way they know how to do it is to act out. Okay. And once they act out, then we sit back and complain. You guys, it takes a village. And although the village is toe up, tacky toe up and effed up, in order to bring that village back, in order to rebuild that village, it takes us. Okay. And That means us acknowledging the errors of our ways, where we messed up at, okay, and doing a better job. How do you do a better job? You do a better job. You might have missed your child, but that child next door, or the one you see coming up the street, instead of talking about them, talk to them. Instead of talking about them, talk to them. You'd be amazed at the hurt that you find that's going on within that child, within that teenager, within that young adult, that adult young at heart. You'd be amazed. Stop talking about them and start talking to them. Start rebuilding the village that we messed up. Okay, take ownership for our actions, because each generation is supposed to get better, or supposed to be better, but we fucked that up. Okay, and I know some people gonna be like, oh, you might have messed that up, but I did. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, continue to say that while looking into a phone instead of looking into a mirror. All right, we are all accountable for today's youth. That's on us. All right, giving too much leadway. You've given all this leadway to your kid to where now the police, who didn't give a F then and damn sure don't give one now, you wouldn't beat their ass at home, so the police is killing them in the streets. Do not misinterpret what I just said, because I'm not talking about those of our men and women who have been brutally and horrifically killed for no freaking reason. Do not mix that with kids out there that's just terrorizing, doing effed up spit for no damn reason at all, just for the sake of some attention, or those who are doing it for a reason because they don't know how to channel their anger. Okay, they don't know how to express themselves. They're afraid of expressing themselves for fear of rejection, because they don't know how to handle rejection. Okay, do not misinterpret that. What I'm saying is, we messed up. Okay, the village has been exposed. The village is again broken and shattered into pieces. I am a part of that village, and what I am doing to try to rebuild this village to make it an even stronger one is I start with those in my house. And sorry about that, y'all. I had a call come in. But what I'm doing is I work with our youth between the ages of 12 and 24, okay, helping them to transition from young adult life into adult life. That's what my Bridget Homies organization is all about. I work with my children who are not perfect. That's why I can help you, okay? Because minds are not perfect, all right? They're not destructive, but they're not perfect either, okay? I mean, hell, who has the perfect child or perfect children? And if you think your child is perfect, you need to check on them, okay? Because there may be some secret, some secrecy being held there that they're not disclosing to you, all right? And our children tend to do things oftentimes to try to protect us, all right? So they'll withhold some information, or they'll hold in some things that they may be going through for the sake of sparing our feelings, all right? That's on that note. I also work with our youth who are in and around our community, okay? I work with young adults that are in other states, okay? You know why? Because oftentimes all those young people want is somebody who will listen to them judgment-free. See, when I tell my stories to these young people, they're like, well, shit, She can relate. You damn right I can, okay? Because I wasn't no angel growing up. I wasn't, okay? I don't believe that God allows us to go through the things we go through just for the sake of us going through it. No. God allows us to go through the things that we go through because he knows that later on down the line, somebody's going to cross our path that is going through that same struggle, if you will, that is experiencing those same issues. All right. And they may look at you and how you turned out. Look at my shirt. They may look at you and how you turned out and be like, hey, there's no way she went through that. Okay. Yeah, I've been through some things, and thankfully, I don't look like what I've been through. Okay. And because I don't look like what I've been through, I can get the attention of someone who is currently going through. All right. And if you stop playing this role, adults, like you've never done no wrong in your life. Okay. If you stop playing this role, like, you was a perfect teenager, the perfect young adult coming up, the perfect child. All right, then maybe you will be able to get through to some of the younger people out there. If you stop playing this, not playing, but if you stop glamorizing your, well, yeah, I was spoiled, or yeah, I did that when I was growing up too. So, yeah, I understand. Just because you went through it or you did it and you understand don't mean it's right. Don't make it right. Okay. That may be your opportunity to talk to that young person that is doing something that you later discovered wasn't so cool. That's your opportunity to talk to them. Okay. And let them know that, what, back then I thought it was cool, but when I got a little older and I started to look back on some shit, yeah, that wasn't cool at all. In other words, open up, be selfless. Okay. Sit your judgment ass to the side. Your judgments to the side. Move them, okay? Move them out the way and talk to these young people, all right? And find out why they're doing what they're doing, acting the way they're acting, or acting out the way that they're acting out. Talk to them, all right? Some will open up to you and some won't. And let me tell you something. Do not expect them to be like you. Don't do that. Allow them to be them, all right? So however they express themselves to you verbally, let them get it out. Think about it this way. You're peeling the layers of that onion. You're peeling it off. Okay. And I'm using onion because, an onion, when the, what is it? I call it the juices from the onion. When it seeps out, everybody begins to cry because that's the cleansing process of the eyes. Yeah. Peel them layers once you're able to peel them layers back, and it'll happen once the young person, once you build that trust with that young person, then they'll begin to open up to you. All right. And they'll begin to share some things with you. And here's the key to that, or here's what you do when that begins to happen. When they open up and talk to you, keep your mouth shut. It ain't the next person's business. Okay, that's between you and that child. Okay, you're building a trust, a bond there. All right, so that doesn't mean go off and share what you just learned about this baby to somebody else. Keep that shit to yourself. I mean, unless you're talking to your man or you're talking to your woman and you guys, because, that should be your partner, your team, and you guys are coming up with ways to better assist or better support this person. But just to be sitting around talking to your girlfriend, girl, and you know what, his mama is doing this, or girl, I couldn't believe that, he told me this about his daddy, stuff like that. Put that shit to the side, because you know what? It ain't about you. It's about that baby. It's about rebuilding this village, okay? The village that's broken and shattered into pieces. This village that's tacky toe up and effed up. It's about rebuilding it. We are the village. We are the victorious individuals lending love abundantly to generations evolving. That's you. That's me. That's us as a whole, okay? Take your rightful place and help these young people to get it together. Stop talking about them and start talking to them. If you can't talk to them without judging them, then go sit your ass down somewhere, or reach out to me. Reach out to Life Coach Bridget at www.hafh.life. Okay, there may be some childhood trauma in you that you're dealing with. And guess what? I'm willing to support you. All right, again, www.hafh.life. If you're in the Henderson, Nevada area, then if you're in the Henderson, Las Vegas, Summerlin area, reach out to me. And you know someone between the ages of 12 and 24 that needs a place, a safe haven to be able to come and express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. The name of my organization is called Bridget Homies. It's an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and helping our males individually express self. We are here, like I said, to provide that platform to young adults between the ages of 12 and 24. We help with the transitioning from young adult life into adult life. Okay, if you need help with writing resumes, mock interviews, and things of that nature, that's what we do. Reach out to me, okay? And if you go to the www.hafh.life website, there's a tab there for Bridget Homies. Click on it, read about us, learn about us, reach out to me, and allow me and my team to support you. All right? But in the meantime, you guys, me three: motivate, encourage, empower, embrace, because that's what I do. I love you guys to life.